Welcome back. As we continue to embrace the electric revolution, the automotive industry is pushing boundaries like never before. Today, we're counting down the top 10 best long-range electric cars of 2024 that are not just environmentally friendly, but also redefine the notion of distance with their impressive range capabilities. 10. Mercedes EQE. The little brother to Mercedes' range-topping EQS limo, the EQE is an executive saloon that's essentially the all-electric equivalent of the E-Class in the brand's range. It uses the same EV2 platform as the larger EQS, and its looks are just as uninspiring, but the EQE is highly aerodynamic and can accommodate a large 90 kilowatt-hours battery that allows for its 376-mile range. If there's one thing the EQE gets right, it's ride comfort, regardless of your speed, and refinement is excellent too. However, the EQE does tend to bob around on its suspension just a little more than feels natural at higher speeds, and its high driving position and 2.3-ton curb weight make it feel more like an SUV to drive. 9. Lucid Air. Break this list out by individual trims, and the Lucid Air takes 3 spots on it. The top one goes to an 819 Air Grand Touring we tested in 2022. But if the Grand Touring's $112,400 price tag is a bit rich for your budget, then maybe the lesser Pure trim is more your style. The all-wheel drive 480 Air Pure's 310-mile real-world range is nothing to scoff at despite being down 100 miles to the Grand Tourings. Lucid no longer offers the Pure with all-wheel drive though. Rather, the 10 best-winning 2024 Air Pure comes exclusively in 430 rear-drive guise. Despite sharing a 92.0 kilowatt-hours battery pack with last year's dual-motor all-wheel drive Pure, the aforementioned 2022 Air Grand Touring, meanwhile, sported a 112.0 kilowatt-hours unit. The single-motor $78,900 Air Pure netted just 300 miles of range in our hands. 8. Porsche Taycan. The Porsche Taycan with the greatest real-world range also happens to be among the least expensive variants. It's not the cheapest though, because to get a Taycan like the one we netted 280 miles on a full charge from, you'll have to shell out $5,780 to equip your $92,550 rear-drive Taycan with the optional larger capacity performance battery plus. That's it though. Any other Taycan trim may offer more power, but in our testing, none has beaten the range of the base car with the big battery. An EV that drives like a Porsche. That's exactly what the 4-door Taycan is. Beyond its locked-down handling and communicative steering, it has Olympic strength where acceleration is concerned, capable of reaching 60 miles per hour in only 2.4 seconds. 7. Genesis Electrified G80. Sometimes taking a gas car and turning it into an EV requires a lot of compromise. Other times it goes so smoothly you almost fail to notice any shortcomings in the transition. This is the case of the Genesis Electrified G80, which, save for slightly less headroom due to the underfloor-mounted battery pack and a reduced trunk capacity, retains just about everything we like about its gas-powered kin. The fact that the electrified G80 managed 280 miles of range on a full charge in our testing only adds to its appeal. Genesis's latest approach to electrification is to shoehorn EV powertrains into its existing lineup of excellent luxury vehicles. 6. Hyundai INX 6. The Hyundai INX 6 may start at just $38,650, but its entry-level Southeast Standard range trim won't take you 300 miles on a full charge. If you want to match the sort of range we squeezed out of an INX 6 on our 75 miles per hour real-world highway test, then you'll need to jump up to at least the $43,600 Southeast, unofficially the Southeast Long Range, trim, which swaps the standard range model's 58.0 kilowatt-hours battery pack for a larger 77.4 kilowatt-hours unit. The bigger battery also nets a rear motor that produces 225 horsepower, 76 more than the standard range's motor, and it's available with all-wheel drive. What the 320 dual-motor all-wheel drive INX 6 gains in straight-line speed, however, it loses in outright range, as evidenced by the 220-mile figure an all-wheel drive INX 6 returned in our testing. 5. BMW i7. Despite BMW offering the i7 in 3 variants, a Drive 50, xDrive 60, and N70, We've only put the mid-level model through our 75 miles per hour real-world highway range test, though its 310-mile result fell 40 miles short of its most direct rival, the Mercedes-Benz EQS 584 Matic. The Big Bimmer still offers more than enough range for most buyers. Electric powertrains make a lot of sense in a large luxury car. Take the 2024 BMW i7, which features a powerful EV powertrain with a nearly silent operation that only serves to enhance the feeling of serenity that luxury buyers expect. Couple that with a smooth ride and a spacious cabin built from premium materials, and you have an electric 7 Series that's worth its asking price and worthy of a 2024 Editor's Choice Award. The i7 is a sedan for the tech-savvy buyer too, as it's filled to the brim with digital displays and even can be had with a drop-down theater system for those chauffeured in the back, something its chief rival. 4. Tesla Model S. Today, Tesla sells the Model S in long-range and plaid guises, but back at the beginning of the decade, the American automaker sold its flagship sedan in a few other trim levels, including the Long Range Plus variant. Despite its name, the Long Range Plus was effectively replaced by the variant we know today as the Long Range, with both capable of traveling a bit north of 400 miles on a full charge by EPA standards. In our 75 miles per hour real-world range test, however, the Long Range Plus fell more than 80 miles short of the government's estimates. Still, a 320-mile real-world range result is nothing to look down upon, nor is the 280-mile figure we managed from an even more powerful Model S Plaid. 3. Mercedes-Benz EQS. If all-out range is what you're after from a Mercedes EV, then look no further than the EQS 450 Plus. Back in 2022, we eked 400 miles of driving range out of the entry-level rear-drive EQS 450 Plus. But it's not only the single-motor EQS that impressed, because a dual-motor all-wheel drive EQS 584 Matic netted 350 miles of real-world driving range when we tested it in 2022. Sure, you're dropping an additional $22,950 to get into the less efficient $128,500 EQS 584 Matic over its EQS 450 Plus counterpart. 2. Tesla Model Y Long Range. The second Tesla on our list can't quite match its sibling for the crown of longest-range electric car, but it runs it rather close while delivering a lot more practicality than the Model 3, with 326 miles of EPA range and highway tests that put it in the high 200s. The Model Y covers a lot of distance and adds roughly 3x more storage capacity than the 3. Beyond that, the ride height and uninterrupted panoramic roof add a feeling of extra space in the Model Y, where the 3 feels less roomy as more riders occupy the rear seats. The Y can even squeeze an extra 2 seats into that additional rear section, although very small people and pets are the most likely candidates for those spaces. 1. Toyota Mirai. The 2024 Toyota Mirai is the most affordable electric car to top 400 miles per charge, and it's one of only a few that's fueled by hydrogen. Despite the naysayers, Toyota continues to improve and promote fuel cell technology in this sedan's second generation. It's the rarest Toyota, and a particularly stylish one with a unique design and upscale cabin treatments seen nowhere else in the brand's lineup. Sadly, it's sold only in Southern California, the only place in the country with hydrogen refueling stations. The Mirai isn't just a science project. It's a luxurious and decent handling car that acts just like a normal EV, except it refuels from dead to 100% in 5 minutes. There's no other car on sale quite like it, but it's not entirely without competition. The Hyundai Nexo SUV is powered by a similar hydrogen fuel cell and, like the Mirai, it is exclusive to California. And there you have it, the top 10 best long-range electric cars of 2024. Whether you're looking for luxury, performance, or versatility, there's an electric vehicle out there for everyone. Thanks for joining me on this electrifying journey, and remember, the future is electric. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content. Until next time, drive safe and stay eco-friendly.